Good morning, students. In this module, we will see the second part of exercise 10.1. We covered up to the fourth sum in the last module. So, you can see the fifth sum of exercise 10.1. We are doing geometry, and here we see about supplement, complement and adjacent angles, all those angles we saw. So these sums are based upon that. So you can see the fifth sum, in that you see the second subdivision. Find the angle which is equal to its supplement. Find the angle which is equal to its supplement. This is what we are asked to find. Now, which angle will be equal to its own supplement? So we will take the same two angles which are equal to be x. So I have taken, let the equal angles be x and x. Suppose x is the supplement of x or x is the supplement of x, then what will be the condition? We are given they are supplementary angles, therefore x plus x will be, as we learnt in the earlier module, 180 degrees. So x plus x is 180 degrees because they are supplement, and if we add x and x we get 2x. Therefore 2x is equal to 180 degrees. What will be x? X will be equal to 180 by 2, which is 90 degrees. And naturally you can see, if you add 90 and 90 together, you will get 180 degrees. The same angle if we add together, we will get 180 degrees, which is 90 degrees. So you can even find this out by ordinary normal method of thinking also, or you can find it out by using x also. Now you can see the sixth sum. Two complementary angles are x plus 4 degrees and 2x minus 7 degrees. Find the value of x. Two complementary angles are x plus 4 degrees and 2x minus 7 degrees. Find the value of x. We are given that two angles are complementary. That means their sum will be 90 degrees. So x plus 4 degrees plus 2x minus 7 degrees is equal to 90 degrees because they are complement. Since complement, we have to add them and it will be equal to 90 degrees. Then when we put x and 2x together, x plus 2x plus constant terms we will put together, it will be 4 plus 4 minus 7 is equal to 90 degrees. X and 2x when we add, we get 3x, and plus 4 minus 7 put together, we get minus 3, that is equal to 90 degrees. Therefore 3x is equal to 90 degrees. Taking 3 to minus 3 to the other side, we get plus 3. So 3x is equal to 93 degrees. Then x will be equal to 93 degrees by 3, which will be 31 degrees. So this is the required value of x. Now you can see the ninth sum. Let me read the sum for you. If an angle is half of its complement, find the measure of angles. An angle is half of its complement. That is the information given. We have to find both the angles. So if we take one angle to be x, let one angle be x, the other angle will be half of x. So we have taken one angle x, then the other angle will be half x. Then we are told that they are complement. So when we add these two, it will be equal to 90 degrees. So x plus half x will be equal to 90 degrees since they are complement. Then when we add x and half x, we get 3 by 2x. 1 plus half is 1 and a half, which will be 3 by 2. So 3 by 2x is equal to 90 degrees. Then what will be x? X will be equal to 2 will go up, multiply, 3 will come down as divide. Now 90 into 2 by 3, when we reduce, 3 will cut 90 30 times. So 30 degrees into 2. When we multiply, you get 60 degrees. So the value of x has become 60 degrees. Now what is half x? That is the other angle. Half of 60 degrees, which is 30 degrees. Now, this is what we are asked to find. We have found out the value of the two angles, which is 30 degrees and 60 degrees. Now you can see the 11th sum. In that you can see the third subdivision. Find the value of x in each of the following diagrams. The diagrams are given. We have to find the value of x. I have taken the third subdivision. In this one, three angles are given: 2x plus 10 degrees, 3x minus 10 degrees and 40 degrees. So, one thing we can note here is all these three angles are lying on the same side of line AB. AB is a line and these three angles are lying on the same side of line AB. So we have learnt in the earlier module that in such a case the sum of those three angles will be 180 degrees. When all two or three angles, whatever number of angles lie on the same side of a line, they will be summing up together as 180 degrees. So when we add 2x plus 10 degrees plus 3x minus 10 degrees plus 40 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Then we can put x and x together. 2x plus 3x we can put together. When we come to the constant terms, plus 10 degrees and minus 10 degrees get cancelled and the remaining is only plus 40 degrees, which can be taken to the other side as minus 40 degrees. Then 2x plus 3x will be 5x and here it is 140 degrees when we subtract 40 from 180. Then we get x is equal to 140 degrees by 5, which will be 28 degrees. This is the value for x which we have found out. Now we can see the 12th sum. In the 12th sum, we read, find the values of x and z in each of the following diagrams. Here also some diagrams are given. We have to find the values of x, y and z. Three angles we have to find out. You can see the second subdivision in your book. The second subdivision, there between angles x and y, the angle is given like this. There is a symbol like this. Between two angles you can find this symbol. That means that is 90 degrees. So the angle between x and y is 90 degrees you have to take. Now you can see the third sum in your book. In the third subdivision, in 12th sum, third subdivision, here we have x, y, z. They are angles on the same side of the line, but we are given the values of angles 51 degrees and 44 degrees. So normally when we have to find out the values of unknown angles, we have to start with the known values. So when we start with the known values, suppose I start with 44 degrees, x is lying just vertically opposite to 44 degrees. As I have told you in the earlier module, x is vertically opposite. If you take these four lines, this line and this line, these two lines when we take, the four angles formed will be here vertically opposite. So x and 44 degrees are vertically opposite, therefore they are equal, as I told you earlier. So x is equal to 44 degrees. In the same way, here we see these two angles, z and 51 degrees. When we consider z and 51 degrees, they are also vertically opposite angles, therefore they will also be equal. So z is equal to 51 degrees. Now when we see x, y and z, as I told you, they are lying on the same side of the line. So we can apply the same principle which we applied in the earlier sum. When we add all these angles, the sum will be 180 degrees. So x plus y plus z will be equal to 180 degrees. Then when we put the value for x, it is 44 degrees plus y we don't know, and value for Z is 51 degrees, that is equal to 180 degrees. When we add 44 and 91, you get 51, you get 95 degrees. 95 degrees plus Y is equal to 180. Therefore, Y will be equal to 180 minus 95, which is 85 degrees. So we have found out the value for x, y, z. X is 44 degrees, y is 85 degrees, and z is 51 degrees. Now you can see the last sum, which is the 13th one in this exercise. Here we are given one figure, and I'll read the sum for you. In the adjoining figure, lines AB and CD intersect at F. Angle EFA is equal to angle AFD, and angle CFB is equal to 50 degrees. Find angle EFC. Now these two lines AB and CD are intersecting at the point F. That is the first information we are told. Then we are told that the angles EFA and AFD are equal. Angle EFA and AFD, that means these two angles are equal. That is why I have put the symbol here. These two angles are equal. Now another information is given that angle CFB is equal to 50 degrees. These are the informations given. With that we have to do. Now as I told you earlier, we will start with the known value. Known value is angle CFB is equal to 50 degrees. Now which one will be vertically opposite to that? We can find that, and that will be equal to that angle. That will be angle AFD. So angle AFD is equal to 50 degrees because it is vertically opposite to that angle. Then we will go to the other information that angle EFA and angle AFD are equal. So these two angles. Now we have found angle AFD to be 50 degrees. Therefore, angle EFA also will be equal to angle AFD, which is 50 degrees. Both angles are equal to 50 degrees. Now, coming to the next information, that is these three angles, angle AFE or EFA and angle EFC and angle CFB. 1, 2 and 3. These three angles are lying on the same side of this line AB. They are lying on the same side of AB. Therefore, if we add, the sum will be 180 degrees. So, I am putting these three angles together. Angle EFA plus angle EFC plus angle CFB, which is 50 degrees, will be equal to 180 degrees. Now we already know angle EFA is also 50 degrees. Therefore, putting that value of EFA 50 degrees plus, this is what we are asked to find, plus angle EFC plus 50 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Then putting 50 and 50 together we get 100. Therefore, angle EFC plus 100 degrees is equal to 180 degrees, and angle EFC will be equal to 180 degrees minus 100, which will be equal to 80 degrees. Now with this, exercise 10.1 is over. And I'd like to give you one information, students. In this chapter, pairs of lines, we are only required to know about parallel lines. What parallel lines are? That I have already taught you in the earlier module. We need not know all the principles based on parallel lines. So that is not included for you. So the remaining exercise in the 10th chapter, which is 10.2, is not included for you. So you need not worry about exercise 10.2. I will stop the chapter 10 with this. So 10th chapter will be covered with exercise 10.1. That is enough for you, and the remaining parallel lines you will learn in the next year. So in 8th standard you can learn about parallel lines, transversal lines, all those. So that is not required for you. So this much will be enough. Thank you, students.